What's up, everybody? It's NFL Draft Diamonds. Today, the NFL announced rule changes. Rule changes have been announced, y'all, about the National Anthem. And I want to know your opinion. Coming up next on Draft Diamonds. So today, Roger Goodell and all the NFL owners, they go on record and they put their foot down. They say, you will not protest the National Football League anymore. You will not take your platform and showcase anything anymore. You are going to follow by our guidelines. Many sports leagues are already doing this, but today the NFL kind of put in the rule book their way and their standard on what they want done for the National Football League. Is this a little dramatic? Probably, but after the problems that they've had with Colin Kaepernick and Eric Reid, the way that the NFL's handled the situations, the way the NFL teams and their owners will not hire them right now, is a problem. So now they have cases on them, they have attorneys against them, so the NFL has to put their foot down and do something about it. So their way of doing it is they are going to allow NFL players that if you do not want to take place or you do not want to come out and celebrate the National Anthem, you can stay in the locker room. Now, this is going to upset a lot of players, especially if the whole team stays in the locker room. I doubt that'll happen. But the one rule that nobody's talking about in this situation is this. The NFL teams and their owners are allowed to make the final decision on who can stay in the locker room or what happens to the players. So like, let's say, for example, let's take a team like Buffalo. I'm a Bills fan. Or Philly, right? Philly had a couple players that were adamant they weren't going to stand. You know what I mean? So who knows? So let's just say Philly, for example, right? You have Howie Roseman, you have Jeff Lurie, you have all these guys in Philly. They come up and they go, if you kneel, there's going to be a penalty. Because in the rules, it says this: all players have to stand if you come out on the field for the National Anthem. If you don't, then they're going to deal with you accordingly. So it says it could be a fine, it could be a suspension. We don't know what that is yet. We don't know what accordingly is. But we'll find out what that means soon enough, because it'll probably happen. I wouldn't be surprised if Marshawn Lynch is the first one. So with that being said, we'll see how it plays out. Second part, it says that the NFL owner and his team can set their own rules. So if Lurie comes out and the Eagles and they go, look, you're not going to protest, and if you do, you're off the team or you're not going to be able to play. Now there's rules in place that kind of stop that from happening. So they're saying, yes, you can stand in the locker room, but now there's also saying that the NFL team can also place a rule on you that says, yeah, you can stay in the locker room, but you'll also be fined by us, the Eagles, or by us, the Bills, or whoever. So with that being said, the NFL's kind of leaving it up to the team in a way, but protecting themselves. It sounds like this is a CYA right here. So the NFL looks like they took an action. They all came up with an agreement on what to do, and then the owners are going to have the ultimate say. So it's really putting it back on the owners' laps. Who knows what they're going to say or what they're going to do, but I want to know your opinion. See, personally, I believe that the Colin Kaepernick situation and the Eric Reid situation were done for the right reasons. Was it the wrong time to do it? Yeah, probably. Did they use their platform the way that they thought was the best? Yes. Was it the best way? I don't know. Was the extracurricular things that Kaepernick did what drew a lot more drama to it? I don't know. The wearing of the pig socks, the Fidel Castro shirt, were they uncalled for? There was no need for them. Not if you're trying to make a stance on something. There's no need to do that, in my opinion. But I understand why it happened in the first place. I understand why. if you think for a second that there's not a problem with social injustice, with problems, we need to wake up. I mean, there is a problem. I'm going to be the first to say it, and I'm a law enforcement officer myself. We do have issues. But with that being said, we need to work on our issues. We need to learn how to communicate better with not just officers and community members and in general. I'm talking about just period in life. We walk by each other every day. We don't say hello to one another. We ignore people. We act like our phone's more important than anybody else. We sit at our dinner tables with our cell phones in our hands. We don't talk to one another. We don't ask how anything's going during the day. And then when something major happens, we want to beat ourselves up because we should have took that time out. But you can't get that time back. So with that being said, is there a problem in America with communication? Yes. There's a problem with communication. There's a problem with our education systems. There's a problem with our law enforcement systems. There's a problem with our prison system. There's a problem with a lot of systems in America. But if we don't communicate and talk about these things, it's not going to happen. So I want to start up a little debate below. Now, I've tried the debate thing on Twitter before, and I've been called all sorts of things. Stick to football, blah, 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 blah. Well, guess what? This is football, baby. So we're going to talk about football and politics below in the little comment section. I want to know what you feel. Do you like the new rule changes? Do you think they're dumb? I'll try to post some of the rule changes in the comment section so you can read it, but I want to know your opinion. What do you think of the rule changes? What do you think that what's going to happen to the NFL? Is it going to make them lose ratings? Are these new leagues like the AAF and like the XFL going to come in and just swoop up players from the National Football League and terminate what the league's done? I mean, what are they going to do? I want to know your opinion. Honest opinions. Listen, tell us what you think. Let's have a good, clean debate below, and let's talk about this. Is this going to ruin football, or is this going to make football better? Because I'm here, I want to see good football. I want to see something positive happen. By the way, I'm going to make my prediction today. The Philadelphia Eagles go back to the Super Bowl and they win it again. That's my boy, though. This time, Carson's going to lead it, though. Carson Wentz taking the team to the championship this year. I'm calling it. Eagles win, and they're going to beat the 49ers in the championship game. Ooh, 49ers, I like that. That's what I got to say. NFL Draft Diamonds, thanks for watching. Make sure you comment below. Let's talk a little football and politics. I love you. God bless.